Hey guys, my name is Jacob Whitehead, and this is how Jesus changed my life. I was always the smart kid growing up, and I thought that the smartest thing that I could do was to be a good person and to live by strong morals, because I thought that's what would get me the furthest in life. Um, I would say that I was very conformed to American society. Um, I would always picture myself in the future with a good paying job and with a wife and kids. And that was about all I thought that life meant. And that's all I really wanted in life. Um, and I would have told you that I was a Christian just because I believed in God's existence and that I was a good person and I wasn't really concerned about heaven. I just assumed that I would go to heaven because I tried to follow the rules. Um, but everything changed in middle school when I had my first big crush. Um, this girl was one of the strongest Christians I have ever met, and she invited me to her church, and I thought, okay, I'll go. The main reason was just so I could see her. Um, but when I went to this church, it was the first time I ever heard the gospel. And the gospel just means the good news. And for me, the good news was that you can know 100% if you're going to go to heaven or not. That was not something I knew was even possible. I thought it was all based on doing good things and being a good person. But I realized that because of the gospel, it's not that. All it really takes is to recognize that you're not perfect, and I certainly knew I was not perfect, and to trust in Jesus' perfection. And for me, the gospel was the 180 difference. I went from being conformed to transformed. I no longer wanted to live that kind of lifestyle of living for myself, living the American dream, I guess. Um, I didn't want a job or a career to be happy. I knew that I was going to be my happiest in Jesus. And that didn't mean just following rules or being a good person anymore. What it meant was living this adventure. It's actually the ultimate adventure because you're living radically different than the rest of the world, no longer conforming, but being transformed in everything, your mind, your body, your very spirit, and your soul. And the things that I'm doing now, I know, have an eternal impact, and it has been the most life-changing thing ever for me. Um, and yeah, Jesus was the 180 difference for me.